Welcome to the channel, where we bring you the latest and most intriguing moments from the world of entertainment, celebrity news, and beyond. If you're someone who loves getting the inside scoop on your favorite stars and understanding what really goes on behind the scenes, then you're definitely in the right place. In today's video, we're diving deep into a moment that has sparked significant controversy: Dua Lipa's latest music video. The British pop sensation, known for her chart-topping hits and powerful vocals, has found herself at the center of a heated debate following the release of her new visual. We're going to break down the entire situation, the events leading up to it, and the broader implications of this backlash. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exclusive updates, breakdowns, and all things entertainment. Now, let's get started. 10. The launch that lit the fuse. The controversy began when Dua released the video for her new single, Eclipse Heart, a visually stunning piece that immediately drew comparisons to her earlier hits like Levitating and Physical. The video opens with otherworldly visuals, celestial beings, and symbolic imagery that looks like a blend of global cultures and spiritual traditions. The production value is undeniably high, and the fashion, designed by avant-garde labels, is dramatic and rich in symbolism. But as the initial excitement faded, viewers began dissecting the video frame by frame, and many didn't like what they saw. 9. The use of sacred symbols. One of the biggest points of contention is Dua's use of religious and spiritual iconography. In one scene, she's seen meditating inside a glowing mandala, wearing a headpiece resembling a third eye. In another, she performs choreography in front of a structure that resembles a Hindu temple, while dancers around her wear stylized versions of traditional attire. Then there's the use of tribal body paint, crescent moons, and ritualistic fire dancing, all pulled from various global cultures, many of which have been historically misrepresented in Western media. For some, this was artistic fusion. For others, it was blatant disrespect. 8. Accusations of cultural appropriation. The video quickly became a lightning rod for accusations of cultural appropriation. Critics argue that Dua and her team cherry-picked cultural elements purely for aesthetics, without offering any context or respect for their original meaning. This isn't just about wearing a certain outfit, it's about profiting off sacred traditions while offering nothing in return. What particularly angered many viewers was that the cultures represented in the video are often the same ones that are marginalized or ridiculed when practiced by their own communities. 7. Social media meltdown. Within hours of the video's release, social media exploded. Hashtags like hashtag Dua Lipa apologize and hashtag Eclipse Heart controversy started trending. TikTok creators broke down each controversial element, comparing them to real-life spiritual and religious practices. Cultural scholars and fans alike posted reaction videos, explaining why the imagery used was problematic. Some clips received millions of views overnight. On X, formerly Twitter, threads detailing the misappropriated elements racked up thousands of likes and shares. It wasn't just noise, it was organized, articulate criticism from a wide range of voices. 6. Division in the fanbase. What hurt even more was the split within Dua's own fan community. Lifelong fans who had supported her through every era now felt betrayed. Some fan pages even deactivated, posting goodbye messages citing the controversy. Others tried to defend her, saying artists should be allowed creative freedom and that Dua likely had no malicious intent. But the damage was done. The sense of unity in her fandom began to unravel. For a star who has long championed diversity and inclusivity, this divide hit hard. 5. Dua Lipa's response. As pressure mounted, Dua posted a short message on Instagram stories. Eclipse Heart was created to explore themes of rebirth, spirituality, and feminine strength through a universal lens. I never intended to offend or misrepresent any culture. I'm hearing the concerns and reflecting deeply. While some fans appreciated the acknowledgement, others were disappointed. There was no direct apology, no commitment to action, and no explanation about how the video came together. The lack of transparency added fuel to the fire, making many question how seriously she was taking the backlash. 4. Industry reaction. The controversy didn't stay confined to fans. Fellow musicians, cultural critics, and media outlets weighed in. British artist MIA tweeted cryptically about stealing sacred things for likes. Some music journalists defended the video as bold and experimental, while others called it a tone-deaf miscalculation in an era where context matters. Fashion critics also chimed in, questioning whether the stylists and designers involved should take more accountability. Even stylists who've worked with other artists started talking about the need for cultural consultants on big projects like this. 3. The ongoing pattern in pop culture. It's important to understand this moment within a larger pattern. Pop music has a long history of using non-Western imagery for shock value or spectacle. From Madonna's use of Christian iconography to Katy Perry dressing as a geisha, the line between homage and appropriation has always been blurry. But today's audiences, especially Gen Z, are far more informed, vocal, and unforgiving. They demand nuance, respect, and authenticity. And when a global pop star steps over the line, they're not afraid to call it out. 2. The risk to her image and career. This isn't likely to cancel Dua Lipa, at least not overnight. Her streaming numbers remain strong, and Eclipse Heart continues to climb charts. But reputation damage is real. She's built her brand as someone who's fashion-forward, inclusive, and in touch with her global fan base. Now that connection is strained. If Dua doesn't take meaningful steps to address concerns beyond vague Instagram notes, she risks alienating the very audiences that propelled her to global fame. 1. The bigger conversation about art and responsibility. At the heart of this controversy is a larger question. Where is the line between cultural appreciation and appropriation? Can artists explore global influences without exploiting them? And do they have a responsibility to understand what they're referencing before putting it on screen? For many, Dua's video is a wake-up call. It's not just about one artist making a misstep. It's about an industry that still struggles with representation, context, and respect. If anything good can come from this moment, it's the hope that future projects will include cultural consultants, open dialogue, and true collaboration with the communities being represented. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.